on. Ah! Yes!
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of Tinklesworth, where I don't know why I'm calling you Tinklesworth, but hello! Welcome to a very special edition of Ring Warriors. Don't know why there was a breather there. Blame everything on my end. But yes, well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is time for another crazy day of wrestling action, or should I say evening of wrestling action, as we bring Ring Warriors to you via the lovely method of live streaming. But what is Ring Warriors, in case you're interested? It is the wrestling tabletop role-playing game being designed, developed, created by the #1 man with the ironclad white pale tan, the single most explosive man of the planet, me, the Exploder. You may think I might be a bit of a douche trying to parade myself as some kind of godly figure, but in the wrestling world, yes, I am one. Get on my level, the champ is here, blah blah blah, you can't see me. Anyway, with that all said, we are here with a little special Halloween edition of Ring Warriors. I know Halloween was on Wednesday, don't bore me, but this is as close as we're going to get, because it's our regular session day. And as for that, today's live stream is simply known as Tower at the Tokyo Dome. Today we are joined by 4 of our players. We're joined by Tashi, Foxy, Stream Chew, and Tanya.
Hey. Why am I back to being Tanya on the thing? Sorry.
Or Tanny, sorry.
Yeah.
Your thing should have changed, but apparently it hasn't. Don't know why.
Yeah.
We can get that
It
sorted
should be
later.
Tan. It should be Tan or Tanny.
I know, I did change it, so I don't know why that's reverted back.
It's cool. It's
I have to look into that
cool.
later.
Sorry.
It's fine. So, before we get kicking properly in the live stream, I want to put out a little message out there that we've had a bit of a chat, and basically for the foreseeable future, we will be active supporters of 2 charities that you will see at the bottom of the stream from here on in. What are the 2 charities? I may hear you cry. They are, of course, Cancer Research UK and Diabetes UK, 2 very good charities that do some very good work, both with cancer research and diabetes, based in the UK, where we all live. Apart from Foxy, but I hope Foxy doesn't take offense to.
No,
So it's all good. So yes, we wanted to support something for the Ring Warriors streams, not just tonight, but for all the streams here on in. So it is happy for me to reveal that every single donation, subscription, bits, or anything that is thrown our way money-wise during the events of any Ring Warriors stream, that money will go towards either Cancer Research UK or Diabetes UK. And if you do want that money to go to a specific charity of your choosing, please let us know when you send in that donation. Or if you do want to send a donation directly to the guys involved, I do have a handy little link out there in the chat box for everyone to have a look at. And I'll be sharing the love throughout the stream for all to support the good work that is being done to wrestle and take down once and for all the threat of diabetes and cancer upon the UK. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Ring Warriors. Now, this being a very special Halloween edition, this is going to be a one-off scenario, so if you've been watching all the episodes from here on in, bear in mind this is not canon, this is a spin-off of what's been happening in the series so far, maybe hinting at things that may happen in the future, but quite frankly, this is just its own thing, so just want to clarify that. So where is our party tonight? Well, our party have been put on a jumbo jet straight to Nippon, Japan, land of the rising sun, where they have landed in Tokyo. And in Tokyo there is a huge wrestling event going on, hosted by one of the biggest wrestling organizations in the world. Our fellow players here, as their wrestlers, are taking part in this grand show to show the world how amazing their wrestling skills truly are. But it's a good few hours before the show begins, because the show actually starts quite late in Japan, so it can be aired worldwide. And as our guys are in the back in one of the dressing rooms, just sizing themselves up, getting on their costumes and everything, ready for the evening, you start overhearing some comments from some of the other wrestlers in the room with you. And you start hearing about a rumor around the Tokyo Dome. What would you like to do?
What kind of rumors? It's the first thing.
Okay, so you can overhear some slight bickering at the moment, but what you can basically figure out is that there are two guys in the room with you that are discussing about the Tokyo Dome. The distinct sounds that you're hearing at the moment when you're not fully clocking on is that they're saying Tokyo Dome, destruction, rumors, and suspicious. Now, those are the 4 words that you specifically key out.
Interesting.
Of course, these two guys are just going to keep chatting to one another, talking about Tokyo Dome shenanigans.
I could...
Sounded like they're Japanese.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to be doing a Japanese accent for them, by the way, just so people know. I don't want to tick anyone off.
I just thought, how would we overhear them talking if they're Japanese?
Well, they're Japanese, but they're gaijins, so they originate from the West. So they're actually speaking in English.
Okay.
Think on the spot, quick, she's on a loophole.
Ta-da!
Okay, so what would you guys like to do in this situation?
I would actually probably kinda nonchalantly go closer and take a little bit closer listen.
Okie dokie. You get a little bit closer. You know what? Roll me a slyness check to see if you can get close without alerting them.
Okay. And slyness was...
Slyness is tied to your cunning.
Yeah,
and
so...
since your cunning is 17, it'll be a plus 3.
Let's see what happens. And that's 13.
Okay. You know what? These guys were in deep chatter. They don't really clock on to you. They kind of see you at the corner of their eyes, but all they see is like you just like still doing some of like your warm-up exercises and not very suspicious. But you get close enough. And effectively you hear their conversation a little bit clearer. And you hear one of them say, "Hey man, did you hear about what was happening at the Tokyo Dome?" He said, "Nah, what's happening?" "Dude, like, some people, they saw like some suspicious things going on at the Tokyo Dome, man. Like they said they saw some like mysterious people going in and out of the place and causing a right ruckus. So scary, man."
And as the so scary man part is over, I step away from them and towards our little group and come there and say, well, I think we should investigate Tokyo Dome for a bit better.
What makes you... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, wanted to do a bit of sightseeing or something?
Actually, I heard from the conversation of those two that there are some shady characters going in and coming out of the Tokyo Dome.
Like, just shady contractors or just criminals?
I don't know, but I suspect it's criminals. Or something even more shady. Like, I don't know, maybe paid fights to the death or something.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we can always ask them if needs be.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, what does everyone else think?
Yeah, it'd be worth just going up and asking them straight, yo, what's happening here tonight? We need something to fill our time before our match.
Yes.
Okay, who's going to approach?
Probably not me.
Why don't I approach? I'll just do it. Let me jump in. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Be my guest.
So do I need to do anything? Do I need to, or do I just straight up go up to him?
Oh no, go up to him and say what you want to say to him.
I don't know what to say. So I just basically want to ask him straight out what they're talking about, and I don't. I'm rubbish at this.
So effectively, you walk towards them. You just come out straight, just going like, "Hey, what are you talking about?" They turn to you, and the guy on your right, that's actually like a Sharkon, looks over to you and just goes, "Rah, you don't know?" And then,
what's up? What's happening? What's going on?
But
Let me in on the deep.
Big look on his face, and he's like, "Dude, there's like this big rumor happening around the Tokyo Dome, man, but no one's like even stepped in that place for at least the last 15 years.
15 years? So what's happening now? Why have they suddenly stepped in? What?
This is when the other guy who's a Hissen turns around to you and just goes, yes. They haven't stepped within those walls within the past 10 years. The last time they stepped there was a great calamity. A wrestling match that ended so tremendously that the entire Tokyo Dome had to be shut down.
Okay. So who's there now?
Like nobody, man. Like not even the old janitors even go back there. That place is just abandoned. Everyone knows that. For the longest time, everyone thought no one would even dare enter that place. And now only just recently, people have noticed guys walking into that place, suspicious noises coming from it. Tokyo Dome's going nuts.
Well, that's crazy. Maybe we should go check it out.
I mean, I would, but
where are my people? My people can come with.
You can try all you want to explain to explore the Tokyo Dome, but you can leave us out of it. Our place is here to put on a match and get paid. We're not here to get killed.
Why would you get killed at Tokyo Dome? Is it really that bad?
Bruh! What happened 10 years ago, man? It was insane. The wrestling calamity that my friend here was talking about. It involved the world heavyweight champion and his #1 contender at the time. And he literally committed to a powerbomb that was so powerful It blew up the first 4 rows of the Tokyo Dome. It blew the roof off the place. Literally. Because of that level of devastation, they had to close the place down. It's been like a warranted danger zone since. No one should be there.
Okay.
I suppose it'll be worth checking out. I do a bit of sightseeing.
I think we
have
should
a
go.
bit of time to kill.
Yeah. I think we should head there and check it out.
Cool. Like the 2 guys at this point, they see that their match is coming up. They turn. The Hissen just turns back to you guys and just going, "Have fun. It's your death wish." And they just walk out.
Okay.
So, are you interested in Tokyo Dome fun times?
Yes. Yes, I want to go. I'm running there now.
I want to run there. Okay, so after hearing about the temptations of the Tokyo Dome and hearing about strange rumours after the 15-year-ago calamity, I know I'm saying 10 to 15 a lot. It is 15 years, I had to correct myself. After that 15-year-ago calamity featuring the World Heavyweight Champion, you are inspired and intrigued. You all decide to leave the stadium that you are waiting at the moment and head your way towards the Tokyo Dome. The closer and closer to the Tokyo Dome you get, you realise the darker and darker the streets get. To a point where, as you approach the Tokyo Dome, the only lights that you can see are from a fence outside, as the area around the dome has been fenced up with signs saying "Danger, do not enter," with like every warning under the sun. Now at this point, I would actually like for everybody, if I can just double check it.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for some of the cheers from peoples. If I can get everyone to make me a... Yes, everyone, please make me an awareness check, which is your D20 plus a smarts modifier.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
18.
Oh, sweet.
5.
Natural 20.
Oh,
5.
Really get out my new set of dice that I brought, but
Sorry.
okay. Has everyone rolled, sorry?
Yeah, I got that 18.
4.
5.
And the natural 20.
Yep.
Okay, right, if that's the case, everyone that got lower than 10, you know there's fences, you know there's danger, you know you probably shouldn't be here. And that's about it. Celine. With your awareness skills, you can notice and this is alongside, obviously, Lavanya at this point, you can both notice that there are dents in this fence. Like, people have been finding their way into the Tokyo Dome, obviously after it's been fenced up. Like, you can see holes that have been made by pliers, you have seen, like, dents in the top and bottom when people have climbed over, or, like, dug underneath, or ripped up the undersides of the fence to get under it. And you even see that just to the side of you guys is a gate that has been busted into, and it literally looks as if some people have bashed it with a series of like weapons, fists, kicks, you name it, in order to get that thing whacked open in the first place. Now with that said, Lavanya, you critted. As you critted, you look past the fence, and your keen eye can notice something before reaching the Tokyo Dome. Of course, with the Tokyo Dome being abandoned, there were no cars within the car park limits where this fence is built up. However, you notice something. You notice a body laying between you and the entrance to the dome itself.
Like a corpse, or?
At the moment, you're not sure. You can only identify it as a body. But it's not moving. Put it that way.
Hey guys! I think I found a body!
Oh no.
Okay. Should we investigate it?
Are there any sticks
mean...
to pick up and then we can poke it with a stick? I mean, that's what I would do.
I mean, you can look around the place with your awareness check that you made earlier. You look around for anything sticky that can be used. Because this is an abandoned car park, there's not really sticks.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I have I have an extendable vaulting pole.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay, that's fine. You've got that. So if we need to prod him, we've got something to poke him. Yeah, let's go check it out. But let's go cautiously, just in case he's...
Okay. So, with you guys privy to that information, you calmly but slowly head towards the body. The body does not move an inch. It's lifeless, and by the time you get close enough to it, you can pretty much identify that it is dead. Like, there are flies over the body. You see some bone from like one of the arms that's laying on the floor. It's gone slightly gangrenous. Like, that body's been here for a while. But you notice that its skin's gone gangrenous, but not gone away completely. So it doesn't seem like a body that's been here for years. More so than a body that's been here for, I'd probably say, the last couple of weeks.
Okay. Can we see, is there noticeable signs of how this person or this thing has died?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to find out, why don't you roll me a conditioning check?
Okay, so what's that?
That is a d20 plus your toughness modifier.
My toughness, okay.
I could do that as well.
Yes, if everyone wants to do that, go ahead.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, that was pointless. I rolled a 2, so...
Oh no.
I rolled 11.
I rolled the dirty 20. So, I rolled the 17 plus 3.
Oh, well, bloody hell. Still great, though.
Hmm.
Still really great. How about yourself, Christy?
What are we rolling?
D20 plus your toughness modifier. Which would be... I don't know what your stats are tied to.
My toughness is 7, it says by it.
Okay, with toughness being 7, you have a... let me see... it's a -2. Okay.
11.
Oh, not bad. So anyone that got lower than 10, yep, the body's dead, and that's all you know about it. That's as far as your knowledge can go. For anyone that got higher than 10, you can notice that yes, this body has been dead for the past couple of weeks, from what you can notice. As for identifiers as to how this thing died, it's currently laying down in its stomach, but you can see like noticeable like dent marks in like part of its back near the spine area, where you can probably identify either someone's hit this extremely hard with a weapon, or someone has literally punched this guy with obscene amounts of strength to make that back and spine dent as badly as you see it right now in front of you. Specifically though, Lavanya, you notice one other thing. You notice that there is also some, like, with some of the bone revealing in one of this dead guy's arms, you notice that some of the bone has also been smashed in. So this guy's been whacked in the back as well as the arms, as if he tried to defend himself from the front.
Well, whatever killed this guy, he didn't go down there without a fight, that's for sure.
And as you're focusing on the guy on the floor, there is a noise that you can hear erupting from the Tokyo Dome. As the noise you hear can just simply be summed up as...
At that point, as soon as Liam hears it, he turns to watch intently to the door of Tokyo Dome.
Sweet. How do the rest of you guys react to that?
I think I would be similar and sort of look towards the noise to try and see what it was, what was in it.
Okay. So the trick with the noise is, you can tell that the noise was loud enough to protrude outside from the dome, but you can't see anything in the dome just yet. You notice that the entry doors into the dome have been, like, whacked open, but you can't visibly see anything just yet.
Okay. Could I approach closer to get better visibility?
Of course. So you
Well,
head a
let's
little
be
bit.
dangerous and let's do that.
So you head on closer to the Tokyo Dome. Does anyone want to join Celine, or
Just leave me to sacrifice myself.
No, I'll join Celine as a kind of bodyguard, like in case shenanigans happen.
Okay.
Sorry,
I was gonna say you'll be causing the shenanigans, but
I'm
Well,
actually going to be going there, but I'm going to take a little distance. So if there is like a huge ass, like, I don't know, zombie coming out of it, I'm not just instantly grabbed in
yeah.
the same bundle.
So you're hanging back.
Yes.
Yeah.
hanging back a little bit? Fair enough.
Tag along.
Sweet.
Ears sort of pricked up, listening.
Coolie beans. So you guys gradually start approaching the entrance to the Tokyo Dome. As you do, you haven't heard another burst of noise come from the dome as you've been approaching. However, the closer and closer you get, you are now at the entryway into the Tokyo Dome itself. And as you look inside, you can see the remains of the innards of the dome. Some lights twinkling on either sides of this entry hallway. As you can just see skeletons, you can see blood, you can see that the doors have literally been smashed into and just thrown like 5-10 feet away from where the doors usually were. You can see that on the walls to the left and the right there's some graffiti, some done in paint, some done in blood. It's quite a bit of a gruesome scene, to say the least.
Okay, so like basically the entire area is sort of dilapidated and
Yeah, like there's some like you can notice that there's some really clear damage.
Is it kind of damage that, like, because obviously I don't know exactly what dome is like. Is it on levels? Have we got to be cautious that we could fall down anywhere and
I'll tell you what,
die?
roll an awareness
Sorry.
check, see if there's anything specific you might need to be careful of.
Okay.
And I'm only going to let you and Lavanya do this since the others are going to hang back a little bit.
Okay. Which one's my awareness, by the way? Power.
That is your smarts modifier.
Smarts. Okay, I will get the hang of this. Sorry. Okay. Change that.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 13.
Cool. So you can both look down this hallway. And as you look down the hallway, you can identify, as I said, like the broken bodies. The damage, however, like the foundation of the dome is actually pretty darn sturdy. The damage is mostly coming from like cracks and even holes embedded into the walls. There's no like holes or noticeable holes in like the floor, but as you can see, like some further down the place, there are some holes in like the walls and the ceiling. Some revealing like some inner wirings or piping of the building, but nothing to the point where it's going to be, oh no, if I step on this, I'm going to fall through it or I'm going to get hurt by it.
Okay.
It's mostly cosmetic damage.
Yeah.
Or
Pretty
at
much,
least damage of the walls, electrics being exposed, and pipes here and there.
I will also tell you that you can
Nothing
see
but
a
about-
series of posters on both sides of the inner hallway heading into the dome.
What is on those posters?
Approach them closer and find out.
Okay, let's approach them.
We shall approach closer.
So do you want to look at the posters on your left-hand side or your right-hand side?
I want to look at the right.
And I'll look on the left.
Okay, we're splitting up.
So on the right-hand side, you can see a series of 3 posters. These posters are wrestling-themed posters. So you've got 3 posters. They're in really bad, tattery condition. Some of them, the writing's been faded and it's been ripped apart, so you can't really identify or read them properly. You can see that one of the posters has just like a figure of a dark, silhouetted, huge figure, and the word wrestling, which must have been like a hype for like a big main event that was to happen at some point. You can see another poster that has a championship belt that seems to have been pristinely kept on this poster, whilst the under half of it has been completely like eroded away. And then the third poster that you see just down the way from yourself is slashed up as the face of this like wrestler that is like standing in a very like dominant pose on the front of the poster has just been slashed off. And that's on your side. On the other side, you see posters of non-wrestling themed events. So you see like posters of like there's like a kind of like a bit of like a torn apart, not well kept condition photo of like a convention. You can like see some like popular like Japanese like anime characters, but you can't really identify which characters they are. It's just badly conditioned, but you can tell it's probably for a convention that's happening at the Dome, or was going to happen at the Dome. Another poster that you come up to is again just very severely slashed to pieces, and it's actually featuring, you notice that there was a word lake on the poster, so it was actually supposed to be a Japanese rendition of Swan Lake that was to be played at the Dome, but sadly never happened. However, you notice something strange about the third poster on your side, Lavanya. The third poster on your side has been untouched. It's still in pristine condition and has been untouched in any way. If anything, it's been preserved. Like, there's no graffiti on it, there's no damage on it, no corrosion on it. As far as you know, this poster has held together this whole time.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, that's interesting.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Don't know if you noticed, but this poster seems to be in good condition compared to the rest of them. and I am going to ask out of character what is on said poster.
Well, you approach the poster a little bit closer, and as you do, you see on the poster that in its pristine condition, but there is a trio of Loplands standing where you have the middle one that's standing slightly higher on a pedestal, with another one to their left that's on a pedestal, and the other one to their right that's on a pedestal, but not as high as they are. And you see that there are spotlights on them, as you can see them on their back as they're pointing up to the ceiling with microphones in their hands. And you just see a single name posted on the bottom of that poster. The name is Toki Jamei.
Toki Jamei.
And then it says in like some it says some bits in Japanese. You can notice like a couple of numbers there. There must be a date for when they're supposed to be coming to the Tokyo Dome. But from what you can identify from this poster, it must have been a band that were going to play and sell out the Tokyo Dome. But the poster's been kept in pristine condition.
Could I ask how many, could I see any particular date on there?
For the sake of that, I want you to roll me an instinct check. Which is your smarts modifier, because you're going to have to see if you can instinctively identify Japanese.
A 10. Nope.
Your Japanese isn't the best. Like, even your short time in Tokyo, you've caught a few words here and there and a few letterings, but you haven't really studied it all that well. You can notice a big number 2, but that's about it.
Okay, so nothing about how many years ago that would have been.
Can't quite tell.
Yeah, totally not metagaming here.
We know metagaming.
Yep. Okay.
And as you've approached and identified this poster on your wall, you can hear another sound emit from inside the dome. As you just hear another... as if it's echoing down the halls.
Oh.
Can we tell, obviously you said echoing down, can we tell what direction the sound is coming from?
By all means, if you want to, I want you to roll me an awareness check and find out if you can, well, find out where it is.
Okay.
Now, is Liam and Thumper in the Tokyo Dome at this point, just behind these guys, or...?
Yeah, I'm actually, as I have seen that Lavanya and Celine aren't being harmed so far, I have carefully snuck in the Tokyo Dome.
Okay, cool. So how'd you guys do on your checks?
I got 18.
I've got 17.
Oh, wow. Fantastic stuff. So, after hearing that sound, you pause as if to focus to see if you can identify where it's coming from. Because of how the Tokyo Dome echoes from where a noise is pronounced, it's kind of hard to track, but giving the time that you have to try and track that down, you can identify it behind a door. There seems to be in front of you behind what seems to be a reception desk. And this is like a set of big double doors behind the reception desk, as if it's heading to like a VIP entrance to the main dome area itself.
Can I head towards the doors?
You can indeed. As you head towards the doors, you hear another This time a little bit louder. Now that you're against the door.
Okay. Can I don't want to just bust the doors open. Is there a way I can like push them open a little to peek inside?
Yeah, sure. You have to roll me a slyness check.
Okay, which one's that?
So that's your cunning modifier on a d20.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, great. Great. I got 6.
It's not the best.
No, it's not. It was
So you go
pretty
to like
pants.
just you're like edging up to the door, just pushing it a little bit, just to open it up enough so you can get like a good eye as to what's happening out there. As you're opening it, it is making an identifiable creaking sound, and you've opened it up a little bit more than what you were supposed to. But after opening up that little bit more, you stop as if to go, "Oh God." But you don't seem to see anything of note. You see a bunch of like the seats of the Tokyo Dome starting to head downward. Some of them like tattered or ripped up, some of them even removed from like their fastenings and chucked. You see some more bodies laying around. But you don't seem to find anything that could be making that noise.
You know how you say there's bodies lying around? Are they in the same condition that the body outside was in? Are they like deteriorated same amount?
You can definitely say that they are. They're in a very similar state to that one outside.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, guys, what do we want to do? Do we walk through these doors and keep going?
Well,
We've got
I
this
mean,
far.
yeah, there's quite a lot of bodies there. Like, there's been lots of people apparently going in, so wonder if they've been killed and just left there. I mean, how do authorities not even know this is going on?
That is actually a great question.
That is a question. Should we somehow look to see if there's anything we can defend ourselves with in here? Like, see if there's anything like... Are there any metal poles from, like, the knockdown walls or seats or things like that that we can use as...
Like, with the door open a little bit, like, you can look down there. Like, there's some of, like, the fastenings that have been, like, next to the seats have come off and are, like, sizable iron bars. You can notice some, like, there's some fire extinguishers near the door that might be out of gas but might still be whack-worthy if you were to use them that way.
Okay. I want to pick up a steel bar just to protect myself with as I go further in this room.
Okay.
I'm going to dare and go in.
Do you
I've
see...
got an extendable vaulting pole, so I'll, like, go in as well.
Sweet.
Okay.
How about you? How about the other two? What are you going to do?
I'm actually going to be using the parts of the dome, and I'm going to grab one of those fire extinguishers and use it as almost like a baseball bat.
Okay, cool. And you up to anything, Thumper?
This bumper.
That's it.
Mike, can I put my ear to the ground and see if I can hear anything?
Of course.
Uh,
You can. And with your Loplan-like ears, I would like for you to roll me an awareness check. No, actually, I want you to roll me an instinct check. But add... you are going to have... It's no longer called advantage in the game now. It is now called If I just remind myself, because I just made this morning. You now have favor with that. So think of it as advantage in D&D. So you roll 2 d20s and your highest one wins.
Ten.
Okay. So putting your ear to the ground and trying to hear if there's any really like better awareness as to any noise around you. You can identify that somewhere around the back of the door, that where it's been opened, there is like an odd rustle coming from behind that door.
Can I tell if it's like directly behind the door or a bit further away?
It's pretty much directly behind that door. Like with how the door's opened up, it's as if it's hiding behind the open door.
And I would suggest the others going in, but maybe walking the opposite direction. Bit more space. Yeah, keep to the side of the door that they're not.
And now at this point I must ask, how much does the fire extinguisher weigh?
The fire extinguisher in your hands, well, what was your weight again?
My weight is just a moment when I actually scan it from my paper. Do I actually have my weight in here?
Like whether it was like light, heavyweight.
Oh yeah, cruiserweight.
Okay, cruiserweight. Like it's not as heavy because just by lifting it up, you can tell that the gas inside has gone. Whether it's been used in the past or whether the gas has just died out over expiring over the years. So it's not as heavy, but it's still weighty enough. Like if you were to pick up anything else while doing this, you couldn't dual wield.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe taking the fire extinguisher and just throwing it to the door, through the door.
Ooh, you could definitely give it a try, that's for sure. Right, if you want to throw it, I want you to roll me a d20 and add your power modifier.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 1, and that is 4. Oh wow, I'm rolling so bad tonight.
So you line up the fire extinguisher, you go to throw it, and as you throw it, it lands just before the door, making a big bang noise while hitting the floor. And when that boing noise hits the floor, you can hear on the other side of the door, like very loudly, as you start seeing like a decayed arm just appear from the other side of that open door, as a body or a person, like what seems to be human, it just walks around, turns towards everyone, and he is an undead zombie. He has skin that's decaying and rotting off. He's got parts of his face that's just falling onto the floor still. His eyes are gone. He's just got these dark holes for eyes in his nose. His jaw is just open. Somehow it's still attached, but it's just open gormlessly at you. His neck is slightly leaned back as he just seems to have lifeless arms and seems to be dragging his right leg on the floor when he is walking forward.
Can I bash him with my metal pole that I picked up?
You could certainly give it a shot. Roll me a
That's
d20 plus your power modifier.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, just roll me a flat d20.
A flat d20.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got 15.
Okay, that's actually not too bad. Like you see the Zambo coming at you, and you as instinct just go no, and just go to swing at it. I want you to roll for me a 1d8 and add your power modifier onto it.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay. I got 9.
Okay, that's pretty great. You smack the Zambo, and as you smack him, you just hear like the crunch of like decayed bone, as if you like smash a couple of ribs in his chest. As he reels back a little bit, like seems to like rejoin himself as he looks back towards your general direction, bends forwards ever so slowly, and just goes as if he's doing like an intimidating shriek in your general direction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to roll for initiative.
Oh boy, so it's just a D20.
Yeah.
I got 11.
I got an 8.
11,
I got a 3.
8, 3, and Foxy.
8.
You got 8 also, lovely. And what did I get? I need to whip out my 20 of D. Now, where are you? Oh, that's my 100 of D. No, seriously, where are you? There it is. Cool. Let's have a look. I get 16.
Oh no.
So this is a reactive Zambo. So, the zombie goes first. He's not too happy that his ribs have been shattered a little bit. He can't move very fast, but he is going to manage to like slide himself up to where you are, Celine.
No!
And he's got his arms out, and he looks as if he's going to try and grab you. Let's roll for this and see what happens. He rolls a 10 versus your AC.
My AC, hold on. Oh, that's 9.
Wait, your AC is a 9?
I don't know. That's what it says on my car.
On your card, it'll be the number in like the t-shirt.
Yeah, it says 9.
Okay, it's 9. Okay.
Okay.
With that happening, the zombie just seems to instinctively like grab onto you, and as he grabs on, wraps one of his bony arms underneath your neck, and like twists it up into him, and puts you into a zombified headlock.
Ah! No! Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't want to be a zombie.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
Save me!
You take 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage? What? That's... Okay, that's like almost all my damage, isn't it? I have 7 in the heart thing, so does that mean I've got what?
You're on 1 hit point.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
This is one strong Zambo.
Someone please save me!
Okay. And with that done, the zombie's just gonna like, after putting you into that headlock and dealing that damage, he's gonna look towards the other people and like of your party and just go. But I want who's next? Well, Celine, you are next. So
Yeah.
if you want to, I'm
Yeah?
gonna give you an option to do this. If you want to, you could make an instinct check for me.
Right. Okay, why would I do that? What am I... Okay, yeah. So, what's my instinct?
That's your smart modifier on a d20.
Smart. Okay. Okay. I got 12.
although you're not too like attuned to zombies, which is like the native language of zombos, you can identify that his yawns don't seem to be aggressive. They seem to be out of fear. As if he's
scared.
As if he's put you into this. Well, you're currently trapped in a headlock. So what I want you to try and do is roll me a toughness saving throw. See if you can get out of the headlock.
Okay. So is that a D20 plus the modifier thing?
Yeah, so that's your D20 plus your toughness save on your card.
I got 12 again. What is up with this? Yeah,
well, you know what? That's actually enough to break through.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank God.
So you managed to like get yourself out. You're badly hurt. Like you even see like a bit of like decaying flesh like on your neck. You're like, rip that shit off.
Gross.
As if you want, it's revenge time if you so wish it.
Oh God, maybe. Yeah, I should do. He's taken like all my health. I want to hit him again.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to hit him again.
Oh, with your pipe.
With my pipe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's absolutely fine. You have to roll me a flat D20, please.
Flat D20. Okay. Oh, for Christ's sake! Rolled a 4.
Okay, you go to swing your pipe, but because you're like grossed out by being in the zombie grip, you're like, ah! Like just closed eyes, rando swing.
That is something I would do in real life.
And you go to randomly swing, and you've just swung the air in front of you, and not the zombie behind you.
Okay.
But if you wanted to, you can move back away a bit.
Can I run away? Can I get far away?
Yeah, like you can.
As far as I can get. Can I?
You run about as far as where Liam is at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind Liam. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cower behind Liam to save myself.
Oh, bless you. Okay, and that will basically be your turn for that one.
Okay.
Now we have a thing where Bumper and Liam actually rolled the same number. So, do you guys want to come to an agreement as to who wants to go first, or do you want to roll for it? What do you want to do?
I don't mind.
Should we go like it's in D&D, so higher dex goes first?
Can do if you want. You can go highest cunning goes first.
Okay, so how much is your cunning?
+2.
Okay, I'm +3, so okay, I'll go first. Is there anything like more of those fire extinguishers, metal bars, anything nearby?
Not so much nearby as to where you are right now. You can see a piece of door that's been like punched out of the door you haven't opened. But you can see like just to your right.
Okay. I'm actually going to run towards the zombie and just gonna hit it with my fist.
Okay, just a very big one puncher.
Yes.
Right, if that's the case, I want you to... Are you proficient with punches, or do you not have that?
I think I'm not.
I will just double check Luchador while I've got this up there with me. There's Luchador. No, but that's fine. that case, then you just roll me a flat d20 as used for power of your momentum to punch this Zambo.
Let's see. And that's 20.
Wow.
That natural 20.
Yes, that's
Holy
natural
shit!
20.
It's a critical punch.
Woo.
In before the Saitama punch. Anyway, so this is what I want. So you run up to the zombie after noticing that your fire extinguisher trick didn't pull off as well as you think, and you just think, well, backup plan, and just charging punch to the face. Right. So what's your power modifier?
It's +1.
So you do 7 points of damage already.
Okay.
Now roll me another d6 and add your power modifier on top of that.
Okay. And that's a 3.
Not bad. That's an additional 3 points of damage. Now, I'm going to ask you a question here, Foxy.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
How do you mean?
Well, you're obviously running up and punching the guy, but are you targeting any specific location? Are you like pulling any wacky faces as you're smacking the living daylights out of him, or?
I'm actually gonna be this guy. I'm gonna punch him in the dick, or where it should be.
So in the zombified peen. Here we go. Right, so you do that run. You do a little bit of a leap, and as you're leaping, it's like as if you've activated VATS from Fallout, and you're identifying body areas where you want to target, and you just see dick and punch down in that lower location. And as you do, and as you punch through it, you have literally just punched straight through it. Any like skin tissue or bone that was there has just been wiped off, as you just see like the zombie just lose feeling in its legs, fall down as you just hear, and it collapses.
That's not good. You broke your dick. I can't believe you broke your dick.
Zambo dead.
That was also highly grotesque imagery, Dom, I must say. Good
Hey,
job.
I
good
wasn't
job.
I wasn't the one targeting the dick.
You know what? I'm not a man, but even I felt a bit of pain.
Oh man. Okay. So the Zambo is dead. He is lifeless on the floor. No way is he getting up after that whack.
I'm staying slightly back after almost dying from said Zombo. If we walk past said Zombo, can I give him a little kick as I walk past because I'm upset that he's almost killed me?
Just like you give him a little bit of a kick, and as you give him that little bit of a kick, what remained of his jaw just collapses.
Yeah. Good.
Now at this
wait.
moment in time,
You know, Zombo.
at this moment in time, as you guys are happy that the Zambo is dead, you look out to the Tokyo Dome as it now is, and you can just see the level of devastation that this thing caused. You see, like, all the seats of the Tokyo Dome. As I said, some are like ripped to pieces, others only have like parts of them taken apart, some are like blown away and just ripped to bits. You can look down onto the dome, and as you can see, the first few rows of like what would be the front row are just gone. No seats, just what seems to be like black ash around that area. For things you notice, however, there is a wrestling ring in the center of the dome as you're looking down, in pristine condition. As if it's been only just put up.
Intriguing.
As you would see near it, a ramp going up to a stage. But the ramp and the stage continue with the theme of the area and have damage on it, some blood, there's some like slight graffitiing bits on there. The only thing that comes out is that that ring is untouched.
And now I have to say, as you described the zombie, this is what came to my mind. I put it in the Discord chat.
I mean, that's alright. A little bit more bestial than what I was thinking, but yeah, that's cool. Kind of looks like a honey, like kind of looks like the humanoid idea of a honey badger.
Yeah, that's actually a Nosalist from the Metro series.
I was gonna say, I thought it was. Cool. Yeah, pretty awesome. So yes, you guys are now seeing the Tokyo Dome from the inside. What would you like to do?
Cue epic music now. Feel like that would be music worthy, seeing this ring in the middle. I don't want to be the first person to start walking stuff because I'm almost dead, so I'm going to hide behind you people like the coward that I am.
I will say, for the sake of this scenario, everyone has a mini first aid kit with them.
Can I mini first aid kit myself? How do I do that? Let me do that. Let me fix myself.
Yes, so the mini first aid kit, you can roll 2d6. And whatever your result is, that heals you.
Okay, 2d6.
And
7 I got in total.
So you recover 7 hit points.
Which
as you say,
is that what I lost? That was... No, I lost 8. Hold on, I need to pull up my thing. No, I have 7 in total. So does that put me at 8? Do I go above?
Oh no, you go back to your maximum.
So I go to 7.
Yeah, so you're back to full health.
Okay. Yay! Okay, that's fine.
As you said, cue the epic music.
Mm-hmm.
For some weird reason, my Spotify started exactly on that moment play a song from Lordi, nailed
Nice.
by the Hammer of Frankenstein.
Yes! Dope. It knew. It knew.
You just knew.
That's amazing. Right,
Well,
so, what would you guys like to do?
okay, so we can see this ring, stuff like that.
Yep.
Is there anyone around said ring, or is it all clear?
Can't see anything noticeable around the ring. Like, as I said, like the first few rows are just black ash at this point.
Okay.
And the only other things like nearby, like you see some bodies like in the rows prior, like scattered from all the different seats around the place, but no like bodies close to the ring.
Okay. See, I've gone up to full health and I feel reckless again, and I'm like, let's just run and jump into the ring, which I feel is not the safe thing to do. What does everyone else think? Should I just run and charge at it and jump in and see what happens?
Maybe we should just approach the ring, not running, sort of thing. Because the last time you tried to go headfirst into something unknown, you nearly got killed by a zombie.
That is true. Okay, so we approach cautiously and slowly with our wits about.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Tactically, to keep my wits about me, I'm not going to lead. I'm going to walk behind Lavanya because Lavanya's tough and I think she can protect me. So as Lavanya's walking, I'm like slowly toddling behind.
Fine, I'll be the meat shield.
Okay, so you guys start heading towards the ring. As you do, just taking an eye at like the devastation and the chaos that must have ensued from all those years ago. And as you get closer to the ring, you can look up at the Tokyo Dome and just see the big, like, cracked open hole in the ceiling of the Tokyo Dome as moonlight shines down onto the ring itself.
Very atmospheric. Very.
You can even see like some very clear like stars and constellations, as if this place is a little bit more like outside of what you would think regular Tokyo is like.
So it's almost like none of the sort of light pollution that would normally cloud Tokyo does not exist, and
Pretty much,
you
yeah.
just see straight up stars. That's cool. But don't say that, because that'll be a distraction, because I know my character would be obsessed staring, so we need to be on guard. Now that we've approached the ring a bit more closer, do we see anything else more around the ring? Do we see any more zombies around the ring? Or is it all clear?
So as you're like standing pretty close to the ring at this point, you can pretty much confirm at this point that like no like zombies or bodies or identifying of like people that have been around this ring. If anything, the area directly just around the ring, like about a few inches out from the ring, is very clean. And then it just goes into like really dark and black, like ash like dust.
Okay.
Somebody's expecting people to be here, at least us. I mean, why else would they clean up the ring?
Do you think these zombies are like tied to this ring? Do you think they've been victims to whatever happens in this ring?
Quite possibly. And Lavagna's going to climb into the ring.
Okay.
Like, just to inspect it a bit more.
Lavagna climbs into the ring, climbs through the ropes. Like you do a little bit of like a jump onto the ring to check its integrity, and it is a very, very tough ring. It's as if it has just been freshly put up.
Yeah. Why would they put a fresh... Yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say I would like to join you in the ring.
Okay.
If I can.
I was going to say...
You
Why
also
would
go to climb into the ring through the ropes, and you yourself can identify that, yeah, it's a wrestling ring, and it's in perfectly good condition, strangely enough.
Why would they put a perfectly new ring in the middle of the inside of an abandoned stadium?
Well, more importantly, who put this here? Who set this up?
I mean, surely they would have fixed the roof and the walls and everything else before putting the ring inside.
Well, yeah, because if it rains, it's going to get wet.
And it's ruined if it's wet.
Luckily, it's quite a clear sky out this evening, so there's no worries of it being wet or being rained on.
I mean, that's good for tonight. I'm just saying, for if there were future
Very
nights.
impractical, yeah.
Yeah. Practically, the builders haven't thought this through.
Yeah. Now, Foxy, what is Liam up to at this point?
I'm actually going to look under the apron.
Okay. You take a peek under the apron, and as you can take a peek down there, you see like the fastenings of the underside of the ring. You don't notice anything specific down there. Like normally in a conventional wrestling ring, underneath it, if it was like match worthy, you would have like some ladders, some tables, some chairs in there, maybe like some stage, like some handyman equipment like wrenches or whatnot, just in case things go to plaid. Nothing. You literally just have the fastenings of the ring, and that's it.
Oh, wow. is someone has cleaned out the tools and stuff from under there.
So
And
there's
as-
no chance of
And
Carry
as you all are checking out the ring in some way or form, all of a sudden you notice that there is a ring of lights just above where the ring is, and they all turn on, snapping onto the ring itself.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
good.
And as
okay,
they
somebody's
snap
definitely
on,
here.
you look towards you hear some noises coming from the stage. It just seems to be a low humming of noise. And as that noise builds up, you realise it's actually a backing track of a song that's playing. And as it plays, you notice that the smoke machines have activated, and smoke starts to spread from the top of the stage and down the ramp, gradually approaching the ring. And as that smoke is developing a little bit more and more, and the beat picks up that little bit more, you see that 3 pedestals from the stage seem to rise up. And as they do, you see the silhouettes of 3 Loplands with their backs against you, holding their fists up in the air with microphones in their hands, just like that poster that you saw a little bit earlier on.
At this point, Leon just face palms.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have all one by one, they turn around with their microphones, jump off of the pedestals, and they start singing like a K-pop track as they're dancing and performing on stage, gradually making their way down to the ring on the ramp. And before meeting up with you guys, just strike a pose, and as they do, you see a bit of pyro behind them just burst up as if to go, "Wow! Here they are! My God!" As the music around them suddenly shuts off.
See, at this point, Celine's been dancing along because she's sad like that, and jamming and really living for this. She has no clue what's going on, but she's loving it. She is loving it.
Just in there.
Yeah.
And it is at that moment where we are going to take a short break before we find out what's going to happen next.
During the break, Celine will still be dancing.
Caramel dancing? Or... No, we don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed
Is
Ring
it gonna
Warriors
be
so
a
far.
skippity?
We're going to have a bit of a breather, and when we come back, we're going to see what happens when the team find out what's happening with these K-pop Loplands. Try and say that 10 times when you're drunk.
K-pop Loplands. No, see, I couldn't even
There
say
you
it
go.
twice.
K-pop Loplands. K-pop Loplands. There you go.
So yes, we'll be back in just a moment. Hang tight. The Ring Warriors action will be right back. And we're back
Yes, we
with
are.
more Ring Warriors action. So, in case people have been away for a break or you've missed bits, quick recap. The team based in Tokyo have heard rumors about some suspicious happenings happening down at the Tokyo Dome that has been abandoned for the past 15 years after a calamity of a wrestling match occurred featuring the World Heavyweight Champion when a powerbomb was so powerful that it literally annihilated the building, causing the first few rows to be blown completely out of existence. And with that rumour in mind, the team thought, yeah, why not? We got time before the show, and decided to go to the Tokyo Dome. They have found bodies, blood, bruises, and chaos all there and everywhere, as they have defeated a single Zambo on their way of exploring this place. And they are now find themselves in a pristinely, freshly made wrestling ring, as they have been approached by a group of singing Lopland girls. Very similar to the group of singing Lopland girls that they have identified on that poster a little bit early on. So they're looking, they're in their pose at this point, and they break off their pose as two of them climb in through the ropes, and the other one just jumps and kneels on one of the turnbuckles as they're just all looking at you and introduce themselves, as the one on the turnbuckles just goes, "I'm Lily! Ching!" And doing like the close his eyes, massive grin on face and the peace sign. On the other side of the ring, you've got "I'm Charlotte!" Ching! And I'm putting her arms against her waist, doing a little bit of a ching, like wink as she looks over. And the one in the centre just puts her arms out and just goes, "I'm Ava!" Like another cheeky wink at you guys as well, as we all say at the same time. And we're and jump in together, back to backs with one another, pose, and Toki Jame! As they're just now in pose, just looking at you guys.
Alright, alright. Yeah, how do you read it? So, are you three the ones who put this ring here?
As you say that, you see Lily, who's like the smallest and obviously the youngest of the group, just go, "Who do you think did it, dummy?"
Yeah, sorry, I missed the last bit. So, who do you think did, and then...
Oh, who do you think did it, dummy?
Well, dummy.
Yeah,
and then...
dummy.
Is at this point, Lavanya just sort of cracks her knuckles, right? Yeah, cracks her knuckles and like... Yeah. Look here, we ain't playing games with you. What the heck is going on with this place? We thought it was abandoned for several years or so.
And that's when Charlotte chimes in and just goes, "Abandoned? Yes. Now? No." As Eva just looks and goes, "Look, not just are we a famous K-pop group that knows how to astound an audience, but we know a great venue to practice when we see one."
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't know if anyone's like, "Hello!"
Sorry. I think at this point, like, yeah, Celine's still a sort of. She obviously she enjoyed the show, but she's still a bit like confused as to what the hell is going on and why, what their objective is. Does that make sense?
Okay, because I didn't want. Yeah, I didn't want to be like constantly talking and
No,
like,
no,
not letting anyone else sort of get a word in.
no. I think Celine sort of just stood there like, "What? Okay, great show, guys. That was fun."
And that's when you just see Lily just going, "Yay, a fan! Can I tell him about the hmm?" And that's when Eva just covers her mouth and just stares.
Wait, tell us about what?
And then Charlotte's just like in front of her at this point, just going, "No, no, 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 nothing, 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 no, no, no."
Tell us what you know now, crazy little Loplan bunny thing.
as you say that, Eva just like taps Charlotte on the shoulder and just like gives her that look to get back to her. As she lets go of Lily, and all three of them just seem to like give you this really like dark stare suddenly. As Eva's just looking directly at you, eye to eye. And is just...
Why do I keep putting myself in these situations with scary things?
And just looks at you and just says, "Now, if we told you why we're really here, you would have to die."
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Is that what you did to all these people here then? They got too close to knowing and you had to off them?
And that's when Lily chimes in and just goes, "They were already dead. We were just taking advantage of them." And then Eva just shutting her up again.
If they were already dead, who killed them?
And that's when Charlotte comes out and just goes, "Who do you think killed them? You know what happened 15 years ago, left some bodies behind. We're just taking advantage of them." And that's when Eva just gives Charlotte a really big death stare and is like, "Shut up!"
I thought these bodies weren't that old.
And that's when Eva just kind of like gives up on trying to shut up the other two girls. As Charlotte just goes, "Well, they only start decaying if they don't actually use them."
Use them for what?
And as soon as you say that,
Oh no!
the girls like put their hands together with the microphones in their hands and just seem to like start mumbling. And as they mumble, you can just feel like a shake rattle all of you from like the spine. As you just feel like this weird force just surround you. And systematically you start seeing bodies rise from the stands. As you just see zombie after zombie after zombie standing up all around the Tokyo Dome. And just seem to take seats, or those who are closest seem to approach the ring as if they're about to watch something incredible.
They all better stay put. I don't want them coming any close.
And
I
whilst
almost died from one.
and while Charlotte and Lily are still like mumbling to themselves, Eva raises her head to stare at you guys again. And just goes, "You see, I said this was a perfect venue to train. I didn't say we were training for one of our shows. We're training our true talents. Our real talents."
So essentially you're undead, so essentially you're sirens of the undead or something, is that it? You're raising an undead zombie army with your voice, which, by the way, you guys suck at singing.
Ha! Yes, you suck at singing.
And that's when that's when like Lily and Charlotte stop. Charlotte just giving you this nasty death stare when Lily is just like trying to be angry, but slowly like turns into like sadness and just goes, "Ah, we're not terrible." We've been practicing really hard, especially me. And as that happens, Eva just looks at you and just goes, "You've made Lily cry. No one makes Lily cry." And as
boo-hoo.
she takes her own microphone and just points directly at you and says into a microphone, "It's showtime!" And that's exactly what we need. Roll for initiative, everyone!
I was actually thinking to say that at least because Liam is outside of the ring, he could have ran to the other end of the ramp and do like a full-on entrance with the song from Beast in Black called Crazy Mad Insane.
But no. You could have done, but you didn't. Okay, let me get these initiatives in. You get 12.
17.
Ooh.
15.
This one gets a 16.
Oh, God. I got a 13.
And this one... Oh. Did you say you got 13?
Lavagna's got 13, yes.
Cool. Liam?
15.
15 for yourself. And I'll roll for Bumper. Ooh, 17. Cool. Okay. With that said, it's now a draw as to who goes first between Celine, Bumper, and Eva.
Oh.
So, Celine, I want you and me to do something.
Okay.
We're gonna roll a flat d20, and whoever scores for highest goes first.
Okay. Oh.
I got a 13.
I got a 3.
So with that said, Eva goes first.
Oh no.
And with Eva going first, she's gonna walk up to Lavagna. And as she walks up to Lavagna, will just simply say to you, you think you're all tough just because you got a big hulking body and you got this whole builder physique. You have no idea what it's like in the K-pop circuit. And as she says that, she just goes to gut punch you as best she can. And rolls a 13 versus your AC.
That misses.
Okay, she goes for a gut punch, and as she goes gut punching, your abs are like iron to that, as it's like boom and goes nowhere. As you're just stood there going, yup.
Yeah, I just sort of look at her with like a sort of resting bitch face, and I goes, "Bitch, please, is that the best you can do?"
And when you say that to her, she thinks to herself, might be the best I've got. But let's see how you handle this. Clicks her fingers. And as she clicks her fingers, you see Lily jump off of her shoulders and go to aim for your head. And rolls an 18 versus your AC.
Oh shit, that hits.
So that leaping punch into your face just seems to come out of nowhere. As you're like, what the bang! And just square into your face. As Lily deals 4 points of damage to you.
Okay. Right. Okay. Alright. Oh.
And as Lily gets a blow in, Lily's just like, "Yay, I hit her! And Eva's just like, calm Calm now, Lily. Far from over. And that will end Eva's turn. So, Celine, it is your go.
Okay. So I better get a better fight back, hadn't I? Then let's hit this biatch. Sorry, just 1 second.
Yeah.
I was sorry. I just think I wanna punch them. Can I just like punch them in the face? Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to punch in the face? You are closest to Charlotte.
I'll punch her then.
Okay.
Punch
Go
her.
up to Charlotte and punch her right in the K-pop face.
Right, so I'm on a D20, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I got a 13.
13. You go to punch Charlotte, and as you do, Charlotte can just like see it coming. It just takes like a sidestep and avoids the punch, whilst looking at you and just going, really?
Ah, this girl is doing my nutting.
Because from all you won't be able to spawn of the devil. Okay, so with that done, that's basically going to be your turn in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Which is Bumper's turn now. Bumper's basically outside of the moment with Liam. So what she's going to do is she's going to way up. She's going to climb in through the ropes. Point at Eva whilst walking up. Taps Lavanya on the shoulder as if to say, "I've got your back," and goes to the open palm striker in the face. Rolls a 17 versus her AC. And manages to push Eva back 5 feet with that strike on her face, causing her to cover her face up out of wherever it's been damaged. Okay, with that being the case, open palm. Okay, that is going to be dealing, if I get the right dice for it. That deals 2 points of damage to her. So not a lot of damage, but it has pushed her back a little bit and shown her who's boss.
Well, it's better than what I did.
Yeah. It is also at this point where Bumper will look over. If I just grab the sheet, bear with me. Yeah, here we go. Bumper's going to tap Lavanya back on the shoulder. Give you like some inspiring words into your ear, and you now have a use of inspiring figure.
Okay, what does this do?
So it's an ability that icons can use from level 1. Effectively, what it means is that when you are rolling for anything, whether that be a skill check, an attack, or anything, you can choose to use your inspiring figure and roll a d6 to add on top of it to help you out.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, so that will be Thumper's turn, which will lead us into... Just have a look. It is now Charlotte's turn. I'm just going to find some better music in the background because it's just changed to something where I'm like, this isn't battle music, what are you doing?
This isn't it.
This is not what I wanted. There we go, that's better. Okay, and what Charlotte's going to do is, because Celine attempted to attack, Charlotte is going to look over towards your general direction, seemingly like crack a knuckle, as if to go, now I'll show you something interesting, and goes to try and grab you.
Who is she grabbing?
Celine.
Okay.
And roll a 15 versus your AC.
Against mine?
Yes.
Well, my AC is rubbish. Hold on. My AC is like 9. Why do I have such rubbish AC?
Because you're not. Well, you're a bit of a squishy styler.
Okay. Well,
And
yeah, I
with
got
that,
9.
she goes to grab you, and she's going to perform a. If I just have a look. She's going to perform a arm drag. So effectively, she's going to take your arm and just flip you over her shoulder, using like her own like body strength to do it.
Okay.
And rolls damage. Only deals 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. Okay, so that takes me down to 4.
But you are now downed as a result.
Oh, jeez. Good. Okay.
So with that, Charlotte's now just standing on top, standing over you, just going, not so tough now, are you, Elf?
Little, I really want to smack this. Sorry, I'm getting very angry.
And
At someone else's own kids, might I add?
I know. Hey, I have said I feel awful, but like. These are horrible people! What happened to my metal bat thing that I had? Can I not just smack them with that?
I would say yes, but your turn's over.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Also, I think I dropped it ages
I think
ago.
you did,
I haven't
yes.
had it. Yeah. I dropped it when I healed myself.
So, next, it's Liam on the outside.
Liam is outside. He is actually going to take. He is going to walk a little bit up the ramp,
Okay.
then take a burst of speed, jump, taking hold of the top rope, and just slam himself. Anyone who is near the rope.
Okay, well, because Eva was pushed back, she is closer to the rope, so you'll be smacking straight into Eva, which is basically a giant body press going straight into her.
Yes.
I'm just going to check your Luchador proficient play, just to double check. Extremist. Here you are. So I want to say. Oh no, it's another one that has that. Okay, so that's just a flat D20.
3. Never mind.
Like, you do everything as if you wanted to plan, but when you grab the top rope, you kinda slip off of the top rope, fall down onto the mat, and then get yourself back up as if to go. That wasn't me.
That was so planned.
But because you used your movement and your attempt to attack on that same turn, that is sadly you done.
Yes.
Which will lead us into Lavanya.
Right. Which bitch is nearest to me? I'm guessing it could be Lily.
It is Lily now, yeah.
Right. I am going to do a leg sweep with my tail.
Whoa. Alright,
Like, just to get her down the ground.
I like it a lot. Well, for that leg sweep.
Yeah, so that would be a D20 plus what?
Are you proficient with your leg sweeps?
I am proficient in kicks, so yeah. So plus 2.
Let's see. Over me. This being a bit of a wally. Doing. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, no problem. So because you're proficient in your kick, you get to add your proficiency on top, so that's +2.
Okay. Fuck. I rolled a 6. And even if I do roll, like, the inspiration dice, it's not going to be enough.
So you go to roll for your leg sweep, and as you go to sweep Lily, she just jumps it as if she's jumping jump rope, and like successfully jumps in. Just goes, yay! Do it again. I want to jump.
Would that be my go then, or do I have another action?
Well, you can move around if you want to.
Oh man. I'm gonna try and move behind her.
Okay, you just like size up Lily, and as she's like focused on enjoying the jumping sesh, you're just like walking around her, like as if to like skulk behind.
Yeah, skulking like a snake.
Okay, now that done, we are back to the battle between Eva, Celine, and Bumper. So, Celine, if you would like to roll a d20 again, and we'll see who goes first.
Okay. Roll it again. 19!
Okay, you got a 19, Eva got a 13,
Yep.
and Thumper got a 6. So, it's going to be you, Eva, and Bumper.
Okay. Right. Well, I presume I want to obviously try and get up so then I can fight back again. So, because I'm down, can I get back up?
Yes, so effectively, to get back up, you could just spend half your move to get up,
Okay.
which you effectively done.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. So I'll get up. And then I would like to kick. Who's nearest me? Eva?
Charlotte's closest to you still.
Charlotte. Sorry. Right. I want to try and kick this little bitch in the gut. I want to, like, proper kick her into her stomach. Like.
Gut kick. Like it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, with the gut kick, can you... Are you proficient in kicks?
Oh no, God. I know I'm proficient in centons. I don't know anything else. Yeah, I know I'm proficient in centons.
Okay, no worries.
In anything else? I don't think I am. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Not a problem.
It says level 1, it says move proficiencies, drops and splashes. No.
Okay, no worries. That's okay, just roll a d20, see what you can do.
Yeah. Oh, for Christ's sake. What's happening? Rolled a 10. Why is it that when it counts I get rubbish rolls?
Yeah, sadly, that is not enough. As you as you
think
stand
anything.
back up, go to like do a swinging kick against Charlotte, and you're only just out of range, and Charlotte's able to bend backwards and just dodge it as you swing midair. I'm gonna say that's pretty much your turn on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have anything left to do there, do I?
Not a lot.
Or I can't do anything else really, so
Okay. With that in mind is Eva's turn, and Eva will take her hands away from her face now and see the pesky Liam trying to sneak up behind her as she goes for a spinning round kick of her own into the gut of Liam. But only rolls an 11 versus your AC.
14. Missed.
Okay, no worries. She goes to swing, but luckily you're able to swerve out of the way, like even using like the ropes as leverage to just avoid it. and as you avoid it, Eva with her arms down, she's just gonna click her fingers again, and when she does, you just see Lily again jump off of her shoulder and go to try to punch you in the face.
Okay.
But Lily only rolls a 10 versus your AC.
Miss.
Okay, so now Lily at this point has moved locations, jumped off of Eva's shoulder, and because you've swerved out of the way again, you've dodged incoming Lily.
Mm-hmm.
And Lily's just landed on the turnbuckle behind you.
Ooh.
As if she's doing that Spider-Man thing. And that's pretty much what Eva's going to do on her turn. She leaves us with Bumper. And Bumper can just see Eva in front of her. And is ready to lay down some pain. As I just have a look at what I do have on Bumper. No, not that one. That one. Here we are. Yes, so that's when Bumper will look towards Eva and pretty much just take an idea out of Charlotte's book and try to arm drag Eva over her shoulder and slam it right in front of Lavanya to see if that can help us out. Oh.
Oh.
She rolls a critical 1.
Ooh. No.
Critical nope, in other words. So she...
At least I haven't been doing that bad with my rolls.
True. So she goes to try and grab Eva's arm in order to throw it over. But as she grabs the arm, twists around, goes to throw it, she actually throws her lower back. And everyone around us just hears a big as if she just did it way too fast for her back to actually manage it in just that short space of time. Ooh. And she receives 2 points of damage because of that.
Who is this? Bumper?
That's Bumper receiving 2 damage on herself.
Oh, scheiße.
Oh.
That's not good. That's bad.
With that done, it is now... It is Charlotte's go. And Charlotte's still eyeing up Celine at this point, but does see that Bumper is in a bit of danger zone. Danger zone! So what Charlotte's going to try and do is Charlotte's going to try run over and do a Superman punch on to Bumper whilst Bumper's back has been clocked out. Even to try and punch the back to make it even worse. Hitting a 13 versus her AC, which would hit Bumper actually.
Oh no.
So just runs over, goes to do the Superman punch onto the spine, and as it whacks into the spine, you just like see like Bumper just cry out in immediate pain to make it even worse. But it only deals 1 point of damage.
Oh.
So it hurts. It hurts mostly because of Bumper's like back click more so than the punch.
Oh.
So not that bad. After that, it is next going to be Liam's turn.
And this time around, who is the closest to me now?
Well, you have Eva, who's in front of you, or you have Lily, that's directly behind you.
I'm actually going to go with 360 spin kick.
Wow. I like it. Just roll me that d20.
Yes. 9. Oh god, never mind.
What is with our rolls tonight? They're all so poor.
No idea. So you go to use that spin kick, and as you're spinning, Eva dodges it. Lily's on the turnbuckle and just watches a leg careen past, and she's like, "Woo!" and you're just there, just like a little bit dizzy afterwards, just thinking, ah, damn.
Ah, god damn it! Today is not my fighting day.
Okay, now you can move if you want to, or you can stay where you are. It's up to you.
I'm actually gonna move middle of the ropes where the ramp is.
Okay, no worries. You've moved over to there, as if to size up the competition a little bit better from your location.
Yes.
And with that done, it is now turning to Lavanya.
Right, so I'm just trying to think who is closest to me. Is either Lily or
It's Eva
Ava?
now. Oh, it's
Eva.
actually now Charlotte.
Oh,
Because Charlotte attempted to do that Superman punch.
okay. So Lily's on the turnbuckle thing. I would actually like to go to. I would actually. Yeah, I'm just going to go to Celine. Like, Celine, you take care of that Charlotte bitch. I'm gonna go for the little one in the corner, and Lavanya's gonna stroll up to Lily, and I'm gonna go, be a good girl and sit down and watch, and I'm going to unleash my snake mist on her.
Oh. Oh, dang. So, what I want you to do is, with your sneaky misty, because you're... Like, what part of Lydia are you targeting this at?
I mean, I want it so that she's stuck on the turnbuckle and she can't move.
Alright, gotcha. So, you want to speed them hands. I want you to roll me a cunning. Like a d20 with your... No, d20 with your proficiency. Because it is your snake mist.
Okay, so d20 plus proficiency, okay. And anything else?
That of a moment.
I've got a dirty 20, so I rolled an 18 plus 2.
Very good. With that level, your snake-like spit is very potent. Potent enough where when you let it out, Lily's like trying to pull faces, and as she tries to move out of the way, she already realizes that her hands are already stuck onto the turnbuckle and they can't be moved. So she is just fastened onto that turnbuckle a little bit more, and instead of saying, "Hey, what is this stuff?"
No, it's called snake mist, bitch.
Shit. Now I'm gonna call that a bonus function. By the way, actions are now called functions. Read the book. So that's a bonus. So I'm gonna let you do something else after that.
Oh.
Also, are you maxed out on wrestle points right now?
I've got 2.
Have a third one. That's a wrestle point for you.
Hey, thank you. Okay. Because it was ingenious. Okay. Now Charlotte would be closer to me, I'm good.
Yeah, it would be.
In that case, then, I am going to do a thing called if I even look at the thing, because I think I'd be the first one to do the thing.
Oh shit.
Where is it? Where the heck is it? Ah, there it is. The BFW. Or
Yeah.
as I like to call it, build it, fix it, wreck it. I'm gonna do my climax.
First time the climax move is being used. So, for
Right,
reference,
let's go, boys.
reference for those people watching at home, the climax move requires the use of 3 wrestle points that you can gather through the game by doing stuff related to your character, landing critical hits, things along those lines. So by expending that, Lavanya here is now going to commit to her climax move. Now, because it's your climax move, you must succeed in the attack. There's a d20 plus your proficiency modifier, please.
Okay. Please, magical dice gods. Fuck me. Rolled a 6. Fuck.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're behind Charlotte. And Charlotte's focused on Bumper right now. I'm going to give you favour, so try again.
I bet it's going to be a 7. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Natural fucking 20.
Holy fuck. So, you've just crit with your climax move on a little girl.
Oh, wow.
Feel proud.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Right. So, what I want you to do is... what is the damage that I gave your climax move?
1d10 plus 2.
Okay. You've already dealt 12 damage to her. And with that 12 damage, I want you to roll another damage die and add the modifier on top of that as well. But because you've crit your climax move, you're adding the modifier of the attack, which is for +2, and an extra +2 from your proficiency, because you've crit.
So I'll be a +4.
Yes.
That is going to be 11. Also, because I still have that inspiration from Bumper, I'm going to add a d6 to that.
You can only add the d6 to the attack.
Oh, okay then. Okay, fair enough. No, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
11 will do.
You've dealt quite a considerable amount of damage to Charlotte. And with that, the only question I've got to ask is, how do you want to do this?
Right. Okay, so Charlotte with her back to me. I'm going to grab her ears and I'm going to like pull her head back but then punch her from behind.
Oh, right, yeah.
So to daze her. Then as she's sort of dazed and wondering what the hell is going on, I'm going to wrap my anaconda tail around her waist and throw her against the ropes. As she sort of bounces back, I'm going to drop kick her to the face.
Sure.
And yeah.
Sweet.
And yeah.
You effectively, like, you do exactly as that. She is knocked down to the ground, and as far as you can tell, you have knocked her the frig out.
And,
Charlotte is down.
Yeah. and I go, hope I didn't break your pretty face too hard.
Like
Yeah.
either
And then I turn to Lily and just give her a grin, like, "Ha,
oh god,
bitch."
oh shit.
Yeah,
Like-
see what I did to your sister, bitch. You're next.
Eva's like looking like the down Charlotte as if like something has just clicked in her, thinking, no, you didn't. Well, Lily is like just on the top rope, stuck to it, crying out to Charlotte to try and wake her up. When she knows it, there's no hope. Charlotte's just gone.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Now it is Lily's turn, and what Lily's going to attempt to try and break out of your sticky stuff. And what is your toughness?
My toughness modifier. Well, my toughness modifier or toughness points.
Toughness points.
17.
Oh, there is
beat
no
that.
way. Lily is but a little girl and cannot get her little girl arms out of this stick. So she's gonna look at you and just go, "You're a meanie! I'm gonna," trying to yank her hands out. If anything, hurting her as if it were to be a wrist lock onto her, which ends up actually dealing 3 points of damage to her. She just like
What?
has to rest back a bit more, going, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
What's that? I can't hear you over the sound of my awesomeness.
Brilliant.
Oh no. What's that? I can't hear you over the silence of your unconscious sister.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Okay, with that said, it's now back to the turn battle for Celine, Bumper, and Eva.
I got a 10.
Let me see. Eva only got a 5. Bumper got an 18.
Oh jeez.
So it's Bumper time. Like Bumper just like adjusts herself, like clicking her back into position, as if to like get back into the game. Sees the Charlotte's down and just gives the Vanya like a great like winking thumbs up as a sign of appreciation. And as she's done that, looks over to Eva, who is still looking in devastation. Ooh, excuse me. How accurate their attitudes are. You're welcome. I'm doing you proud by destroying your kids. That's great. So yeah, so Eva's still like kind of like part angered, part out of it still, and Bumper's going to take advantage of this by again trying to do that arm drag she's so desperate to do. And she is able to land it. As she goes to grab the arm of Eva as she is out of it and just go over the shoulder and slam it just in front of her, dealing a fat wad of 6 points of damage to Eva. Which is very nice.
Ooh, very nice.
And with that done, Bumper's just gonna instinctively like point both her hands in the air, as if she's just succeeded in something great. As you just hear like the zombie audience around you, like.
I'd forgotten about them.
Nice.
Surrounded
As much as this is like a wrestling match where only the zombies can watch it, the zombies are into it. Like if they're only alive just for this match, they're gonna take every second they can to enjoy this. So they're behind it now.
Yes.
And with that done, Bumper's gonna just size up just in case Eva decides to get back up again. And it is now the turn of you, Celine.
Yes. Okay, so who have I got near me? Where's just so I can read.
So from where you
position.
are, Eva's down
Yeah.
to like the left of you, and Lily's on the turnbuckle in front of you. Just stuck to it.
Okay. So for Thingy who's down, can I like sort of jump and slam into him? Can I do something like that?
You can do exactly that with one of your sentons.
Yes, can I do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Totally do it.
Okay.
Now, if that's what you want to do, you can roll a d20 and add your proficiency, because you are proficient in sentons. So you add 2.
So I add 2. Okay. Do this. 18.
Oh, very nice.
Nice. Finally got a decent roll.
And because she's on the floor, you commit to your senton, doing like this high flying like as you dive onto her. And roll me a d8 plus any modifiers for that.
Okay, what modifier would I know was my mod?
I'll
for
check.
that? Sorry.
That's fine. High flyer. Here we are. Okay, so that's a cunning move, so you get to use your appeal modifier with the damage.
Okay, alright. Right. Oh, that's 0. Okay, nothing. Just a straight one. 5.
Okay, brilliant. You deal 5 more damage to Eva, and like as you land the senton, you can just see it go like "Pwah!" as if it's like to suddenly open her mouth out of the pain she's now suffered. Now, because that was a jumping attack, do you wish to use flying without wings? Or is it? Or am I thinking?
That means that I can go back to my initial position, doesn't it?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I can do that.
Bullies. So as a bonus, so you've jumped from where you are onto Eva, who's been on the ground, and as you've landed it, you've just jumped back up again, flipped backwards, and landed back to where you originally were. Again, the zombies are just going like mental.
I look totally badass. Yeah, I look badass.
Like they're going mad over those flips. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
That'll pretty much be your turn on that one, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's it over, isn't it?
And then that leads us to Eva herself, who, because she's been damaged while down, she's gonna have to make a toughness saving throw to try and get up. Gonna use her dice. Whim. And she does manage to get back up. But as she gets back up, she like is hunched over with like her arms limp. As Lavanya, you can notice that there's like a sharp glint in her eye as she is just poised on you at this moment in time and charges out towards you with her arms wide open.
Okay. Alright.
But, because she's reckless, only rolls a 4 against your AC.
Which misses.
Okay, she goes to try and grab you. You can see it from a mile away. Like, she's screaming her head off. She's mad. Hair's a little bit wild and crazy. She goes to try and grab you. You just sidestep out of the way as she's just looking at you again. Takes a microphone that she attached to her waist and then just attempts to smack it over your head.
Okay.
But again, still being a little bit more reckless and animalistic, only rolling an 8 versus your AC.
What did she roll?
An 8.
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah. So she goes to like swing the microphone as if to try to break it over your head. Misses, but lets go of the microphone as she's chucking it downward. And the microphone just breaks on the canvas of the mat as she's just frustrated, looking at you, and just lets out this big scream as if she's just gone full on berserk at this point. Temper tantrum.
Temper tantrum.
So with that done, it is now, it would be Charlotte, but Charlotte's dead. Well, Charlotte's KO.
Well,
I don't like using the term dead in this game, it's KO. Keep that in mind.
KO.
So, Liam! Cyber O'Reilly, it's you.
Liam is actually, as he is near the ropes, is there anyone near him?
Yes,
Like,
so where you are, Lily is probably your closest as she's still stuck to the turnbuckle.
Okay, I'm actually gonna attack to Ava.
Yep, that's fine. You can just about get up to her.
Yeah. And I'm actually just a moment, I need to think. Oh, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna do a spear.
Oh,
A spear?
Yes.
Like a
So
spear?
for those who do not understand how a spear works in Wrestling World, basically you gather momentum while charging against someone, and as you charge them, you basically use your momentum and your shoulder and your just brute weight just to charge into their gut and take them down.
Yes.
Like a spear. Okay.
So
Roll for
you
that
become
attack.
the spear.
You are the spear,
Yeah.
yes.
I am the spear, and it's a 20!
Shit.
What, a natural 20?
That's another wrestle
Ah,
point in
sweet.
case you haven't maxed out.
That's, I think that's now... Is it 2 or 3
I
now?
want to say you're on 2.
Because I had 1 when we started.
Yeah, I want to say you're on 2 points.
Okay.
Okay, so you spear the crap out of Ava. Like, she's in berserk mode, so she's like not clocking onto it properly. And you're just like, wah! Full force spear straight into her. With that, you already deal. What's your power modifier, Si?
It's 1.
Okay, so you already deal 7 points of damage with the spear on its own. Roll me another d6 plus for 1.
And that is... Wow, that's 6.
Very nicely done. You just like full force speared into Eva, and as you do, you could just hear Eva just go from screaming to go into as she just gets taken down to the mat. And as you rise up, looking down onto her, her eyes have turned white. KO!
Ooh.
The only one left is Lily. And she's stuck on a turnbuckle.
Oh, what the hell?
Whatever happens next, just do what you think is right. As next is Avanya.
Oh, fitting.
Oh god.
So, at this point, I'm probably still looking at Lily, like, and saying, like, what's that, Lily? No, what's that, little one? I can't hear you over the sound of your unconscious sister! And I'm gonna walk up to her.
Oh god. Like, Lily's just burst into tears at this point, like, begging, no, 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 don't, no, 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 no.
And I'm gonna look her straight in the eye. And I would... Oh, I feel like such a bully, but... I'm going to use a solid smack to punch, like... part of the turnbuckle which isn't, like, sort of connected to through the glue.
Right.
Snake mist. And I'm gonna go... Now that you haven't got your older now you haven't got your sisters to shut you up, you're gonna tell us everything you know about what the hell is going on in this place, and why all these dead people are now suddenly up and walking around.
Like, she's just, like, bawling her eyes out. She's gonna make a quick appeal saving throw.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt little kids like you. But at this point in time, you've proved yourself to be quite a nuisance.
Okay, what is your appeal modifier?
My appeal modifier
sorry, your
is plus...
appeal stat. Sorry.
Oh, my appeal points is easy to save. It's 10.
Okay. Like, at this point, she's just scared out of her mind and bawling so madly into tears she cannot... She's not fit enough to disclose information. She just wants to go home.
I suppose someone else should calm the kid down. Yeah, any more and she might wet her pants.
If she hasn't already.
If she hasn't already, she probably has now.
Yeah. So, is that going to be your turn, or do you want to do anything else?
I mean, she's stuck on the turnbuckle at this point, and if I do anything to like hurt her, that's gonna make me look like a dick. So I'm just gonna let someone else try and take care, or well, sort of try and negotiate with her.
Okay.
I think that might be like Liam's time to shine, kind of,
I mean,
because of his background.
I mean, go for it, man. If you think you got it, go for it.
I'm guessing combat's over for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much.
Well, Liam is actually going to beat well, how could we say a little bit of a fatherly figure, maybe even a little bit of a big brother
Right, yeah.
to her, and tell her that it's actually now the moment when we could take care of her, and if she only cooperates with us and is a good little girl and tells us about this thing.
Okay.
And,
Roll me an
also-
encourage check if you want to.
Yeah, and also, Liam is also going to say, before rolling the encourage check, he is going to say, and I will keep that one big meanie away from you for now.
Okay, cool. Right, roll me that
So-
check, see how it goes.
That's
That's a d20 plus your appeal modifier.
so it's +3, and that's 16.
Oh, very good. Like, she goes from bawling her eyes out to gradually calming down a little bit. And just going... At least you're fluffy.
Yes.
And then she calms down a little bit and explains the following. We were using this place to practice our singing, and then Eva thought it was a great way to practice our original talents. When we were born into a family of necromancers, but we were shunned by our family because we wanted to become K-pop stars. They didn't think that we could combine the two art forms together. But we did, and we perfected it, and we've been mastering it ever since. We had it down to a T where all these zombies are ours. We brought these up and we did it all.
How did you do it?
It's our innate skills. Our microphones. They have magical enchantments on them that allow us to tap to the undead wavelengths. So whenever we sing, the undead rise.
Oh,
Yeah. Carry on.
that is actually quite interesting.
But what was the end goal here? Why did you resort to bringing these zombies back to some kind of life? Trying to take over the world or getting revenge?
And she looks over and just goes, "We're only doing it because we needed an edge. We needed a way to become tag team champions so we could challenge the world. And once we could challenge the world, we could show that necromancy isn't that bad. But even zombies need to be entertained every now and again. We could bring families together for one night only in special shows around the world. Bring people together, even if they haven't been with each other for so long."
out of character, I feel like a dick. So you're saying it's a way of reuniting the living and the dead together, is that what you're saying?
We did another reason why we were shunned by our family is because we wanted to try and make necromancy a respected form of magic, one that could come back and inspire the masses, not to scare them and make them think we're all evil.
Well, it's as this. Yeah. Well, it's as Oingo Boingo once said, "No one lives forever. That's just the way the world works." I think you should just leave the dead be dead. There's no use in trying to bring them back when it may involve more pain for those who died.
Like she'll just bow her head down and just continue in tears as she doesn't want to agree with what you said, but can't help but feel that you do speak some truth. And guys, that is the end of our session.
Oh.
Thus, the terror of the Tokyo Dome has been quelled.
It's so bittersweet, really.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's very much.
Bit of a bittersweet ending, but hell, well, it's kind of like the sweets of Halloween. Some are bitter, some are sweet. There you go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, trick or treat!
It actually isn't like the sourness isn't like the brain blaster candies.
Ooh, big candy.
Those are delicious.
Lovely. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have enjoyed this special edition of Ring Warriors, the Halloween special Terror at the Tokyo Dome. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to let us know anywhere where you may find us, be that on the YouTube or Twitch for mixers, in the comments section, and leave your thoughts, of course, on the scenario, the game, and all that jazz. If you do want to say anything to me directly, you can hook me up on the social links that are down on the panels, on the chat right now, and anywhere else you may be. Basically, the Facebook, the Twitter, and all that fun stuff like normal. And you can tell me there and then how cool this was. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, you can join us next week for when we return to Ring Warriors and the canon story to see how the guys are dealing with trying to find Psycho. War. Big bad. On top of that, we've got some more fun things happening with Ring Warriors in the future. Development is going really well. Now working on changing up terminology to make the game stand out that little bit more as I'm adding more and more stuff to it. As I said, if you are interested in more stuff about Ring Warriors, be sure you're connected to all the social links out there, and feel free to talk to me directly, even on the Discord server where I like to chill out and just play some video games every now and again. It's all great. And of course, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, any and all donations, bits, subscription payments, all of that is done during our Ring Warriors streams will go towards either Cancer Research UK or Diabetes UK, two great charities that we are very happy to support here on the show. And so, with all of that done, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have enjoyed Ring Warriors of this week. We're back next week with some more wrestling action, hopefully with some more of the guys, because sadly some of them are unwell this time round. That is goodbye from the team.
Bye!
Bye.
Lovely. And that's goodbye from your humble game master and creator of the game, myself. Goodbye from me. Stay explosive, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.